started recording?
I've started.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, wait, please.
We're so prepared. You see,
We are prepared. Hi everybody, I'm Kitt Nyang'aya and today I have TMI. Yay! Woo woo!
First time I'm hearing that one.
I have Murugi, I have Lydia. Thank you guys for coming on my channel.
Thank you for having us.
If you guys don't know about TMI, who are you following on social media?
Whomst? That's the question here. Yeah.
I don't understand. The messy in between is wonderful. Anyway, so today on my channel we're talking about questions that men have always wanted to ask women but never have. It's hilarious. I've been through some of the ones that were sent to me. You guys as well, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know who, like we don't know each other's
male followers questions.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sentence was a lot. Yeah, so anyway, so we're going to ask the questions one by one. Let's start over here and then go like that.
That's how we can go over there. See, I told you guys, mine are not from the male specific.
There's none you got from males?
Nope. From what I can see, except for the one which we are sure is like the same person.
What does that tell us? It's like
What does that tell us? Our audience.
Let's unpack that.
That's okay.
Majority of my audience,
Men don't like wellness.
Or men just don't want to talk.
Men don't want to, because they do follow me, because I think it's
Men
like
don't wanna
70-30, but still, no.
We're following you for the
For?
let's
Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. This is your friendly reminder. Like, share, comment,
tap the notification bell.
all of that. All right, let's get into it.
All right. How does it feel like to go a whole month without washing your hair?
I cannot answer that.
I feel like
It's okay.
No.
I feel like it feels like how it's always felt, right? Because we've
It's
never
not
been,
all.
we've never been washing our hairs every day.
It's
Ever.
not something you think about.
Yeah.
Because
Something you think
you don't
about.
even have an alternative.
And
Yeah.
how as a man who you guys wash your hair every
Every
single day in the
single
shower.
time you
I think how
shower.
for you guys it's like a
plexi.
yeah, but for us it's just not
Yeah.
We're used to it.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
even
used
as
to it.
children,
Yeah.
you're kind of trained that way.
Yeah, and we don't
Yeah.
know anything else. It's just like does it feel to be a woman?
It's just
It's like
the way
this.
that it feels.
Yeah, because we've never been anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it feels really good when you do get to have a shower and washing.
And you have your head in, oh my god, yeah.
Wow.
It's actually
I wash my hair once a week. And
Okay.
so
but
I
like
never,
when you're in braids, you won't wash your hair once a week.
yeah, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it still won't be a month.
I don't think
So I
it
don't
will
know.
be a month either actually. In a week, unless maybe your braids, if you're
If
pushing it.
if I'm in these braids, I probably won't wash like my hair until I take out the braids,
Which is
is
like a month.
like 3 weeks to a month. Depending on if I'm going to the gym like regularly and like I'm sweating in it, then I will wash it. Like I'll wash my scalp.
Yeah.
But otherwise I won't.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, a month though is like, I think that's there usually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it feels normal, is what we said.
Yeah.
Thank you for that
Normal.
question, sir.
Okay, now I have actually opened mine.
Fantastic.
Why is it hard for women to just speak up and say what's bothering them instead of sulking?
First of all, like take offense.
Not even that. We're sorry about Jenny. Whatever she
Whatever
did,
Jenny did,
whatever Jenny
apologize
did,
that we are being
we are sorry
crucified.
on her behalf.
Crucified.
That
Jenny
wasn't
was
her
just
alone.
chilling. Jenny was
Please.
Jenny,
Yeah.
we are not
Tell
speaking
her.
up. Someone is in
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I feel like there is an element now, obviously this is all generalizing. I feel like there's an element of women that is all about being a bit quiet, being the people who are supposed to accommodate everybody else. So it's really hard. Majority of the times we're having to work against the idea that our needs have the same space on the table as everyone else. So as we're practicing that's when we're speaking up. But usually you're told, you're like, now these beautiful women are mothers, they're also wives. So it tends to go, what's going on with your husband, what's going on with your kids, what's going on with the house,
Cat.
work, cat, somewhere up down there we can assess your own. So I think we've been trained to accommodate others, so our needs just come secondary.
And then also we have also been trained that when we speak about what's bothering us, the punishment is too high.
And there's not enough space.
It's not a safe space. So we say what's bothering us, and the punishment is too high. So we have learned to be quiet. But we cannot hide that there's something wrong with us. That's what you perceive as sulking. So we can't hide, and we are trying to hide it, but we cannot because there's something wrong. But then we're afraid to bring it out because you'll be crucified.
Exactly. But that being said, I would say that most women, or I would say like, I would say pretty much any woman who has been shown that this is a safe space for you to, you know, communicate your needs, your wants, whatever, she will open up to you. So if you feel like in your relationship or whoever it is you are, I don't know, engaging with, if that person feels that they're not able to open up to you, perhaps look inward. And maybe just have a conversation. Have a conversation about like telling this person, you know, if something is bothering you, you can tell me. And you can tell me, and I will make space for that. You don't have to be scared about, you know, telling me.
And without rolling your eyes that she's sulking.
Exactly.
And also
even just the terminology.
Even this is sulking.
Can you imagine saying a grown woman is sulking?
By that you mean she has feelings and emotions and that she's sad, able to communicate.
But funny enough, don't you think how us women, we are cued to also read nonverbal cues? We're doing attachment styles on my page. So when your husband even acts a bit funny, you are almost alert and you're ready to walk him through that conversation. But you, when you're sulking, it's like, that's none of my business.
Can you say what's the problem?
You say what's wrong?
Oh my god.
There's no walkthrough of, you know, okay, she might be struggling to articulate herself. Again,
how do I meet her halfway? How do
there's nothing like that for us.
We are not attacking you, sir.
Good point.
We're not attacking you, but we hope.
I hope the message is home.
I hope the message has been driven home. All right, next one. Someone is asking, is it true that women tend to have a backup account for their own security?
And most women have that.
I heard
most
that.
Women have, and then they even teach you to do that. Like your mother will teach you to do that. Your aunt, people like your friends who have gotten married before you will be like, you need to have hidden money somewhere because men are bad with money. So
I don't have a secret account, but I have a private account. I think
there's a massive.
I don't have a shared account.
Oh, okay, fine. May have a shared account, but then I have more, and then I have my own account. It's like he didn't have access to it, but it's not a secret. He knows I have the account. But it's like it's my money.
But women are taught to hide money. For a very, very long time, women did not have financial freedom.
Yes, it's true.
So your ability to get a passport, to travel, to whatever it is, you needed a man for. And now we don't. And it's very recent, but it's like 50 years. It's not a long time since we got that freedom. So now that women finally have that freedom, I think it's an exercising of that freedom. I can have my own money, and it's going to be my own money.
I also feel there's an element of it that comes with not wanting to be so open about how much you have because of the dynamics. People say that some women say that the reason why they hide is because the second I'm like, pap, look at me, and this is everything that I have. And sometimes you are really on your grind, you're on your hustle, and you might be making a really staggering amount. And sometimes that definitely changes the dynamic. So it's better that I only make X amount, and then I know for just me, so that the dynamic stays healthy or whatever, or normal, whatever it is.
So for you,
it's like playing small, basically.
Right. So it's like for your relationship to work, you have to be smaller than your man.
100%.
Damn.
That being said, I personally feel like in a relationship setting, my boyfriend has no business knowing how much money I have, how much money I earn, how much money anything.
That's none of
your
his
case,
business.
like you guys are living together, so you have joint, financial responsibilities. But me, I feel like when people are dating, your money is your money and my money is my money. And there's no fact.
Absolutely.
It's only when we get married that now it's like obviously any financial impact on you is also on me. So now it's like shared, and now it's like I feel like I can disclose to him how much I earn, where my money is, what I'm doing with it, my
people
priorities,
don't even believe that. People that even in marriage, that you don't want to. But with them, when they hide shambas,
out.
Done.
X cancel. Which brings me to why is it that when a woman gets married to a broke man,
wait, women are getting married to broke men? Kidding.
Oh!
No, but no, that's a valid question. Let's hold space for that question.
Why is it that when a woman gets married to a broke man, then there's disrespect?
This is how I feel like it goes two ways, right? Number one, majority of the times, even if the woman is working or is the one who's the breadwinner, the man doesn't take up more housework. It never really happens that way.
I mean,
it never does. So usually it's I'm managing the house as usual, usually falls to the woman. I'm saying this all usually. So the house is falling under me, the finances are falling under me, right? It's what happens is that there's some resentment. It's a resentment that creeps in, right? And then, for instance, if the person is not as proactive, or you feel personally for whatever reason they're not as proactive to kind of getting themselves together, there's something that eats up, right? And because the woman is not allowed to sit down and have a conversation like, hey babe, what have you been up to as far as your business? Because
so you're saying
exactly.
Okay, fine.
Beat me then. You're the man of the house.
Yeah, you're the man
so
of
because
that,
you're not allowed to articulate a conversation, because you have to be delicate around it, it eats at you because who are you articulating?
It's a power shift. That it does. Nobody has been ready for it. Nobody has been socialized for it
to accept it.
You have to navigate it by yourself, individually, with your partner, and everything in society is telling you one thing, everything in society is telling him another thing.
And here you're at opposite.
And I think naturally also men, generally, anyone can say otherwise, but I feel like men really determine their sense of worth from how much they earn, their ability to provide, their ability to be like the
and it's not even how much they earn, it's how much they earn in relative to their partner.
And the thing is that once that changes, whether or not she is disrespecting you, I feel like automatically that man just starts sensing that everything that you do is disrespect. You usually come home at 5, but today you decide you're going out with your friends, you're coming home at 7. Now it's the house you're going to. You want another man out there who can provide for you.
So my point I was saying, so it's twofold. There's that aspect of the woman kind of having this crippling resentment, and we are assuming these are the dynamics where both of you are not working towards making it comfortable for both parties, right? So then there's that. Then the man, as because of the way you said, he's dependent, his self-esteem is dependent on how well he earns. His self-esteem starts being affected, and when you're not happy with yourself, the first person who is like, you know, bears that burden is your partner. So now even something which you would have easily discussed before becomes an argument, because you're trying to tell her, I feel small near you,
and she constantly has to. She's constantly fighting against. I don't want to make him feel small. She can't. She literally can't say nothing.
There's no room.
It cannot. You cannot even be like, oh Martin, could you please go and pick Nani from school?
I can't. I'm your errand boy.
Just doing nothing.
Continue. And have you guys watched Smart Money Women? Smart Women. There's actually one woman who, that's the dynamic. She's super kind of successful and the guy isn't, and literally everything she says is turned out. And guess what? He's out whoring with her money now.
Not with her money.
With her money to women who she can pretend that that's his money so he can feel big. Then comes home to attack her, make her feel small, even though she's a prophet.
Just a little head in the back.
So the smart money woman. Every little thing that she does, it was just a matter of, if he says something like, oh yeah, whoa, I just saw there's like a withdrawal of like, let's say 100,000 or 200,000. He's like, so now it's a small money you're shouting at me.
And like I have to,
but really
whatever,
it's a genuine, my deals are coming up. You know, like by really he's not being proactive in the way he's going about. That's obviously the extreme version, but I think that those are the two dynamics. Also, I feel like when a woman starts making money, I feel the idea becomes like now you have to be taking care of everything, and I think that's problematic. I think that the problem is that everyone in the house has to have responsibilities. Always, you need to have something thinking. Oh, by the way, if I don't work hard, we are getting kicked out. It can't be, oh, because you have money, now we are good. Never. I think it should always be everyone has responsibilities in their home that keeps them awake and willing to go and work.
There's some accounts that I follow on TikTok of like house husbands, and let me tell you guys,
those guys are doing a lot.
Amazing.
Right? They're doing a lot.
Like and they're all white guys. They're never black guys.
Which is no, by the way, that is something to unpack. That is
and
something
it's so
to
amazing
unpack.
of like this guy, he like every day he does like things I do, and my wife, you know, before my wife goes to work, he's gotten up, he's packed her lunch, he drops her at work, and everything comes home. They don't have kids. Then he shows how he's cleaning the house and the things he does, relaxing, going to pick her from work. Or he's like, now we're gonna go for a date or whatever. As in, it's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. So I don't feel like it's everywhere that it's not working. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
there's a lot of places where it works.
I just think that that man just needs to be very secure.
But you said it, Joe. Like at the beginning, you said it's all white men.
Honestly,
there's something about Africans, and it's something, and it's not even like we're being racist or whatever. I mean, we can't. Honestly, we are African too, but it's just that there's an underlying thing there,
and blackness in general. Someone said, this is a TikTok that somebody said that black people are taking the makeup of white countries, and we are actually supposed to be a matriarch. So now, because we're forcing this, and we're trying to accept it, we are fighting it so hard. And that with white people, because I guess it's the way it's supposed to be, they're a bit more relaxed if it's a different way. But us, we are fighting really how we are supposed to be.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. So we hope we've answered your question. If you're the broke man, there's your answer. Next question. It's a sexual one. Someone says, why do women use sex toys, yet they will override the need for a man to satisfy you sexually?
They will what?
It will override the need for a man to satisfy you sexually.
I don't think it does.
And
the
toys override. Wow.
I don't think so. The idea that a sex toy, a toy, and a human being are in competition is odd.
That's sad.
Yeah, because it's
one of those things. It's like
it's more than just
and it's like the more you do it, the more you want to do it. It's not like something like today I'm finished. No, I don't. I'm done for February. Like the more that you satisfy your sexual urges, in my view, the more you feel inspired to keep doing it because it feels so good.
And my husband said everybody is in charge of their own orgasm. He cannot be in charge of my orgasm. I cannot be in charge of his. Everybody is in charge of their own enjoyment. So when I'm using a sex toy as a woman, I'm being in charge of my own enjoyment. When I am using you, although I'm not using you, it's like a relationship, right? We are enjoying together. I'm in charge of that result. So people use sex toys because they're in charge of their own result, not because they're trying to replace.
Exactly.
And
the feeling is different. I don't think a toy can ever feel the same way as
because it's you who's doing it yourself.
And it's sex is way deeper for that. For most women, sex has more to do with like the relationship with the partner and what that does, as opposed to just the orgasm. You know, it's
sometimes.
No, I mean,
for most women.
Sometimes.
For most women.
Some women.
I have to tag like TMI in the comment in the whatever, because in that the one that we did said for her sex is a power thing. And for
she
me
can't get apart from a toy.
Lydia.
Exactly.
For us,
even from a toy I can't, because see, I feel like I'm in control of my own orgasm, as you've said. So even it's still about power, even when it's by myself. It's just like it's satisfaction, and that the ability to give myself that level of satisfaction feels powerful to me, as it should for all women. You get it? Maybe it's just the use of the word power. You need to find another word for power, because power seems to give you
but you've been saying it for a while. It is about power, and that's okay.
Let me change my narrative. You are coming soon to TMI. I've changed those
Why do we go back to have sex with our toxic ex?
It's mostly availability sometimes. Like I've already built up a connection with you, but now I've left, but I haven't yet moved on, right? So it's like you are the most familiar sexual partner. It's a majority of the times it's convenient. Other times, people really need to just address their own issues as women. Because sometimes you've broken up with somebody who you know is bad for you, but you're still going back for some intimacy. You have yet, right?
Because you're used to them. It's better the devil, you know.
You're used to
or maybe if like they were so willing to let you go, you want to go back and show them. Like, does he really know what he's letting go of? Does he know how amazing
you want to?
And it usually has the opposite effect. It's usually like, I can have you anyway, without any work, without any relation. Oh, so I could have been doing this all along. He settles in this, and now here you are.
Listen, I had an ex who cheated on me, and we broke up, but the sex that we had after we broke up was even better than during relationship sex. Someone explained that to me. Someone explained that to me. Why was the sex after now we have broken up so much better?
Because maybe it wasn't intertwined with all the insecurities and shit that was going in the relationship.
Oh, right.
So it was just
that's what
right. I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Women go back because it's familiar, imagine.
I think so, yeah.
It's what they do.
Okay, next one. It's about children. So someone says, is it true that for women, once children come into the relationship, it changes things completely?
Changes the relationship. Duh. Yeah.
Yes.
Of course it's true. That's true for a cat. That's true for anything you're taking care of. If you're in a relationship and you buy a house together, it changes the relationship. If you're in the relationship and you acquire a donkey, it changes the relationship. Thinking that it's a women thing is naive. Because you yourself, you will change and you will start to see yourself as a father and a partner. So you're not only a partner, you have to navigate fatherhood and partnership and motherhood.
Yeah.
So Zach once told me that he felt like after I gave birth to Mukeni, he found it difficult to have sex with me, like dirty sex, because he was like, after seeing me, imagine, he's like, the amount of like respect and like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, such a beautiful thing, like you're taking care of our daughter and you gave birth to her, that now it's just like, it feels wrong to violate my body in like a dirty sex kind of way.
Oh my goodness.
You said that, yeah. And I've seen
I know. Whereas me, I'm just like, you know, because to you're
still the same.
No, in fact, you're even better, more in touch, because now you're just like, you feel more raw and more like just like uninhibited. But to them, they are seeing it differently. So I feel like definitely it changes. It doesn't have to change for the worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will definitely change, but there will be some kind of change.
There's a change. It can be worse or better.
Yeah, exactly. And for you as well. But I think also because women, we are so much more self-aware. Is it accurate for me to say women tend to be more self-aware than men?
We're in tune with our emotions.
Exactly. So because of that, I feel like we would know, we can tell what the change is, but a man would like be assuming that nothing has changed, but actually a lot has changed for you as well, if you actually care to admit it and think about it.
That's right. Okay, why don't we like our bodies as much as men do, or do we?
Because we've been taught since we were zero
Zero
to not like our bodies.
Zero.
By the second you're 13, there's advertisements about girls who are 13 but look nothing like you. So then now you start learning from a very early age, and actually the advertising that's geared towards younger girls is dramatically different than the one that's geared towards younger boys.
Younger boys, it's action, and active, do this,
sports, achieving, women, pimples, hair. Do you want to look like Sarah?
Not Sarah.
Why? It's always a comparison.
First it was Julie and Jennifer.
It was Jenny, and now it's Sarah, but it is a Jenny.
And then we are also taught that our bodies are it's simultaneously a weapon and a battlefield.
Exactly.
Where you can use your body, but it is also the place where men fight their wars, which is outrageous, because you're 10 years old and you're being told, cover up, your father is in the house.
You're like,
and the messaging that arrives is,
it's you, not him.
What's happening? There's something with me that
Exactly. Crazy.
It's you who makes them.
So you
controlling.
can't love.
Exactly.
You can't love that.
It's
That's
hard.
true. Also, I feel like we women grow up being taught that a lot of your value is attached to how you look. And whereas for a man, it's more about your
Who you are,
strength,
character.
your character,
What
your
you
strength,
do.
how much money you have, and whatnot. So then, of course, for you, then you will be nitpicking everything. Men hardly ever care about how they look. You know, sometimes when I see, I hate my husband.
Let me
say I hate him.
It's just say it because yeah.
When I see him, he's just like, he just lives his life so like he's just eating. And I'm just like, you're just eating. You just got those chips, you're just gonna eat them. Like you're just gonna have that chocolate, yeah.
There's a rest.
There's a kind of like just like this is just who I am. That women, I feel like I wish that was ingrained in us growing up. Not like you're constantly having to prove your worth and your value to society.
There's like 2 months ago we were at some pool side and there was 5 couples. We noticed there were couples because of how they were interacting. They were together.
Okay.
So the women were fully clothed in the heat. It was in somewhere very hot. In the heat, fully clothed, sitting by the pool with their chairs facing inside because their men were swimming. Now all the women were average size.
Okay.
I would say average. None was slim and none was heavy. All the men were fat. All. And when I say fat, I don't mean it as a judgment. I mean they were actually
Overweight.
belly, beer bellies, boobs, the whole works swimming in the pool. And it was me, my mom, and my sister, and we said, just look.
Yeah.
Just look. And they had children with them. The children were swimming. They were teaching something very particular to their sons and daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why.
And by the way,
that's why
there's
women
a
don't like their
resentment I
bodies.
feel like women we should admit about how sometimes when you see your man living like that in this kind of I just live, and sometimes even the things that they say that they're doing that they never second guess, like the way like at night you just walk.
Ati, where are you going? I'm going to
that's
the
it.
kiosk.
And me, by the time I consider leaving my house to go anywhere
At 4:30 in the afternoon, you have to be like, when am I coming back?
You know, you've got to plan yourself around like the dangers of being attacked. Do you know how crazy that is to live in that mindset?
You can't.
So yeah, I feel like there's too much going on with our bodies, and then once you're becoming, let's say, oh look at me, you start being sexualized in a way that you feel like you can't control.
Immediately.
So it's now like the time when you can feel empowered and free and sexual, it becomes another thing.
It's now
that's about other people. So yeah, I think we can say the reason why we struggle to love our bodies is because we never feel like they belong to us. They are
good night,
right?
Switch off this camera.
Good night.
Switch off. Switch off.
Period.
Men talk too much about our body. It's the media. It never feels
Then
like
it's your children. Now it looks your children. Say it for cute.
By the way, me, I'm loving
Okay, don't
this.
come back, Bunny. You stay with Ruth, okay?
Okay, fine. My question. Somebody is asking, how long does it take for a woman to reach orgasm?
How long? Oh, it depends
I'm
on what
gonna
you're
say,
doing.
but like average is like 8 minutes.
Yeah, is that the average?
Me,
I think
but it depends on what you're doing in the 8 minutes. You see,
So me, head. Oh,
yeah.
5.
Whoa!
But you see, because the head is it's directed to the clitoris, and that's where your orgasm comes from.
So that is fast.
I actually come really fast with penetrative sex, which I know is not most women.
Yeah.
But I tend to enjoy that even
What
more
position?
than the me on top.
Oh yeah,
That is your
that's really good.
clitoral being.
Yeah,
yes,
me reverse.
that's what it is.
Me
Reverse
reverse
cowgirl.
cowgirl.
Which is really high clitoral stimulation.
I've never done that.
I told you you should, but
You've done
I'll
it.
explain to you why.
Yeah. Also,
cowgirl.
this conversation has just
It's
where
gone.
I'm just I'm so scared of like I'm on reverse and I'm doing this and this and then sim 2.
Huh?
Sim 2.
No, but actually you are in control. You are in
but
control.
it's you who's doing it.
You are in
Yeah,
control.
But why am I facing this side? You know?
Because so I can have
because
a
it
good
feels
view.
good. No, it feels, and it also feels better for you.
Really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really good.
Try
Maybe
it.
for our anniversary, it's in 2 weeks.
Try it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
try
there you
it.
go.
Yeah, but so it's
Yeah,
just
so
on
I-
average, but
average.
it depends on the woman, I think. Also.
And it also
Definitely.
depends on what you're doing.
And if
Yeah.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And not all women orgasm.
Yes, that's it.
Yes,
as
actually.
easy as well. They struggle. No, they struggle. That's just how they're made.
That's
My first orgasm was when I was 26. That was 11 years after I started.
even
having
head
sex.
always.
Yeah. I guess I was just having really bad sex, but then I met this ex, actually the same one who cheated on me, and then we ended up having sex.
Oh wow! And then you
I
finally
was like,
knew.
I thought
what
I
it
was one of the 30%, because 30% of women don't orgasm. I thought I was in 30%, but turns out I'm not.
Oh,
I was
Amazing.
just
Happy
having
to.
sex with the wrong people.
crazy!
Yeah, crazy.
Oh wow! Okay, I think I have two more.
Okay, give it to us.
How do you feel when you are making more money than your spouse? Crickets.
Let me say.
Do you make more
No,
money than your
I'll say. So my money sometimes comes big time, like because of the time it comes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
all of us, we are creative.
Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes
you're broke,
you're like,
other
and
times
sometimes
you are
You're in the black.
Exactly.
You're in the black.
Yeah. So sometimes you get an influx,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
you can see that you have more disposable income at that moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So then it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel like anything.
It doesn't. Yeah.
No, it doesn't feel like anything because in the grand scheme of your relationship, it's not always that way. So maybe we can't speak for if you're consistently making more money than your partner. Yeah, because maybe that might feel different.
Yeah, I personally usually if I have like more money in my at that present moment in my account than my man, it makes me feel like I love that if he needs anything, like if we are working on a project together, I am in a strong position to support.
Yeah.
And I'm not just here for like, oh, I'm with you, babe.
Yeah.
All the best, babe. I love being able to feel like I am actually a partner to my partner, not just there to just clap. I love being able to like actually support and to
I love
actually
that.
And actually, a thing that people don't ask is how does it feel when you don't have as much money? For us, okay, let's say us, this type of women who really, really treasure having our own and being contributing partners to our relationships, it's actually more discomfort to me
It's
when I don't have
comfortable.
as much than when I do have a bit more than he
And
does.
we're doing something I can never contribute, or we're going out I can never
And it
pay.
can never be any small
I feel so.
I'm at Mr. Price buying a trouser,
and I have to
for
be
my
like,
son,
hey,
please, can you
send
No.
ABCD?
That's not the dream.
Yeah,
That's not
that
the
is
dream.
not a dream
So
for
yeah,
us.
it doesn't feel
Not
it
a
doesn't
dream.
feel what you'd assume it would. It just feels like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
If he needs anything or there's any
But there have been times, especially like at towards the beginning of my marriage, when there were times when I actually did not have money, and I remember like, yes, I used to feel bad about it, but I knew it was momentary.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I personally love the fact that my husband would never make me feel bad about the fact that I don't have
Absolutely.
money. And
Yeah.
for me, it would always-
Absolutely.
like to me, to myself, I was just feeling like, oh, I wish I did.
Yeah.
But
But
he
not
would
to
never,
him.
he would never even want us to even have like an
money
actual
conversation.
Yeah.
because it's like he knows.
Yes.
And if he knows, then where we
Yeah.
when we talk about it.
Yeah.
For me, I loved that so much.
And I love that too about my husband because he, at the beginning of our marriage as well, and he came up with a system where he would put a certain amount of money in my account at the beginning of the month, so that whatever I need to get, I don't have to
It's
ask.
not like I would
I
like
think
to
the
do my hair
asking,
tomorrow.
I need to do my hair, I need to do my nails, I need to buy pads, I have to ask for money. How indignifying is that?
I personally think that that's a big thing too, that can tell you what's to come based on how when you have a lot, when someone doesn't have a lot, how you treat each other. I feel like that's really telling.
Absolutely.
Very telling.
I read a quote the other day that said, a man's loyalty is tested when his wife is sick, and a woman's loyalty is tested when her man has no money.
Woo!
Discuss.
Yeah.
Wait, discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
10 marks?
10 marks.
Wow.
I also
That's
heard that a man's is tested when he has everything, and a woman's
right,
is
exactly.
tested when you have
Nothing.
Yeah.
When he has nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I
Discuss in the
because-
comments, please. As in, discuss in the comments.
Me, I feel like
want to
because
know.
I've never experienced my man with no money, like him having no money.
Yeah.
I can't say for sure like how I would feel about that situation and how it would whatever. But I imagine that I would still let me not say
No, let's assume. Yeah.
Me when I met,
you said what's it? Well, I think we had this conversation and Zach was there.
Yeah.
Or no, you said that Zach said that even if you are like he was broke, you would vumilia but not for long.
Yeah. I mean, but you see,
it would get to a place.
I would need to.
But I think it comes with the resentment of, you know, if he's working really hard.
Are you working really hard to try to change this? Or are you just chilling at home?
That it would really matter. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I met my husband when he didn't have a lot.
Yeah. But
there was not a lot to go around. It didn't matter.
Yeah. It's great. I feel like there's
but also would it be different if it's like you meet
but I'm
when
telling
they have and then now they don't have after a while.
But I keep telling him now, like I'm not loyal to a lifestyle. And I know that's very like but I'm really not loyal to a certain lifestyle that you have to live in a certain place, children go to a certain school, eat in certain places. I really don't care about that. What I'm loyal to is him. That's it.
I love that.
Yeah. Or like,
do you have another
family as a unit? No, I'm done with my question.
Okay, you had one.
Me? Oh, the one I had. Why do women cheat on their husbands?
Same as does anyone cheat on anyone?
They're cheaters.
Yeah. I don't think it's I don't think it's like specific to women. And I personally feel like people like to always say things like
people glamorize women cheating.
They say things like actually when a man cheats it's because he just wants sex, but when it's a woman it's more an emotional thing. I don't think so. I think anybody can cheat because of just cheating. Maybe this person just lacks discipline. It could be lacking discipline. It could be
that's what it is.
Actually, it's that. As Eli said,
he said cheating is only being faithful or death. Yeah, there's no in between.
Yes, exactly.
And actually sometimes I know people sometimes ask these questions like in broad, but I feel like majority of the times I don't ask things like why do men X?
Right, so there's absolutely no reason, different reason why women cheat.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same reason men cheat.
Even though men would like to believe that it's different, but
it's not.
Even us, we just went to the club and we found a man who was super hot, and
or we fell in love with our work husband, or we fell onto our best friends.
It happens.
Okay, last one. Why do we fight so much with each other?
I feel like that's another thing we are taught to, as I said, because men are taught a sense of community, because even advertising, like you're saying, it's like work hard, and usually it's like a football team or him going together, they're always happy somehow.
In the bar.
Yeah, usually. But when you see the messaging with women, even from movies, one man, two women, they have a fight. The majority of the conversation you hear is about side chicks, not side men, you know? There are so many things I encourage.
Or she'll make to the top of the corporate ladder and she's just alone. She's
just alone. Yeah, it's either you are fighting with your fellow women or you live alone at the top of success. Like, you know, it's very hard to see successful women blending together in harmony. That picture is not there enough. Then on top of that, I feel because we are also very emotional, right? We are very in tune with our emotions. So our relationships step from emotions, and emotions are subjective. So sometimes I'm coming at you in a really subjective energy, and really, what are you talking about, Lydia? Kitt is like, you know, because we communicate with emotions, there's definitely going to be more friction. So it being taught and the way we are wired to express ourselves emotionally, etc., those two can work together.
Plus, generally, women just express themselves more. So we are more. Me and Lydia are more likely to have a fight because I will actually tell Lydia when you did this.
Like
this man,
I don't like how you're breathing today.
His friend will do something and they'll never have a conversation about it.
Talk about it.
It's toxic. It's absolutely toxic. So it's basically because we probably just talk more and we express ourselves more is why.
And we also like this sense of community way more. Whereas men keep everything a little bit at arm's length.
So while I agree with what you all are saying, I also think that women, because we are the underdogs, like we are, you know, it's literally
white crack of society.
Crackety crack.
You know, white men, then white women, then black women at the bottom. Because we are in this group, nobody wants to be in this group because we're a disadvantaged group, and we want to leave this group, and we're trying all we can, but we can't, obviously, because we are born in this body, and all the things that we do are kind of trying to leave this group. But you can't love another member of the group you're trying to leave.
That's interesting.
So it's not that we fight more.
Again out loud.
It's not you're trying to leave this goddamn. That's why people say, why do black people fight each other? Why do gay people maybe even, or why do? It's because you're in this group that you're trying to leave. How can you love other members of this group? That said, women are more loving to each other than men are.
Absolutely.
So we're not fighting more. We're just fighting, just the way you guys fight. But you guys will fight once and end the relationship. Us, we will stay in the relationship and keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting.
So, right.
So it seems like we're fighting a lot, but if you look at it objectively, we're actually loving a lot. Because we are stuck. We are sticking it out, and y'all just give up and
we are being
leave.
willing to have the difficult conversations.
We are willing to fight,
talking.
Yes.
We are loving.
But whenever we need support, we always go to a woman. We never, even strangers in the street, you help another woman. Strangers have helped me. Women, not men. When I'm in trouble, I run towards women. It's never men. So it's not like you're my enemy or I feel that way. Even though I've been taught you're my enemy, I always come to you because I know that's where I'm safe.
You know that's where you're safe.
Yes. So it's actually not true. We don't actually fight.
You really told me something.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
That's like
I love that way. Yeah.
That sounds seems like a perfect place to go on this episode.
I know, because me and you, I need to have a moment. When I hear something about I want to sleep into it.
And that's why when people say women are each other's worst enemies, it makes me cringe because we are not. How many strange women have you given a tampon? In the bathroom with their hands like this, you don't even see their face.
It's true.
We're not each other's enemies. So
that's what
you have found. We've been taught,
and we are stronger together. So we
are stronger together. My husband is always saying women are the biggest gang he has ever met. He doesn't understand it. Literally in the supermarket, a woman will be like, "Hey, don't talk to her like that." You don't know that woman.
Yeah, but it's true. But it's so true.
But you're there for her. You know, you fight for her. It's because we are underdogs and we have to stick together.
It's true.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, men specifically or women actually, comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this stuff that we have shared. Do not forget to follow TMI. Subscribe.
TMI Podcast KE everywhere. Thank you.
I'm going to link it down below. And thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank you so much.
Every time we are around you, I feel like my knowledge just
somehow elevates.
Meets
my confidence. I'm like, she's so upright.
She's so confident. Kitt honestly is a different. It's a confidence from here.
Yeah.
It's not from the outside.
It's not from the inside. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
I love you. Till next time.
Notification bell.
Subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.